Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gabrielle,
Logan, Weigel. And Troxell.
and today we're going to share with you the Energy Solutions model, which is an application that we developed for RJ Energy Solutions.
RD Energy Solutions specializes in energy efficiency and monitoring for commercial buildings, offering services like interior air quality assessments, predictive diagnostics, and tailored energy solutions. They leverage advanced technology to optimize energy consumption, reduce costs, enhance facility comfort and safety. We're able to work with RD Energy Solutions to develop this app to streamline their workflow, improve the energy audit process, and enhance data accessibility for better efficiency and client services.
The current workflow is designed to address the growing concern with rising costs and finding ways to save money and reduce energy use. Russell from RJ Energy Solutions performs an audit for these facilities. This audit takes Russell a number, noting each piece of equipment and the expected energy usage from the equipment on the equipment itself. Russell then calculates the current costs for the facility. He's able to generate a report for that facility along with recommendations for what changes should be done and what maintenance should be done. The problem with this is that it's limited to just Russell and is built on spreadsheets and proprietary. This isn't necessarily user-friendly until the end. It isn't readable at a glance. There's dozens of equations and proprietary info that goes into each report. And this has to be manually parsed for each report, for each facility.
So the solution that we came up with to the issue is our energy audit portal, which takes Russell's current process and digitizes it. So this first prototype is specifically for restaurants. It's set up to expand to additional industries if we choose to do that in the future. But today we're just going to look at it from a restaurant point of view. And we developed something that is a very simple for anybody to use, whether you're a restaurant owner or somebody from RJ Energy Solutions. So let's get into the workflow of our application before we get into the demo. A restaurant representative will register as a new user. They will enter information for all of their restaurant locations. And then once they have all of their facility information, they complete an audit for one of the facilities. And then a set of energy saving recommendations will be generated into the report automatically. And then after that, RJ Energy will review the reports, add additional recommendations, and any additional notes that they would like to send to the clients before approving the report. So as we go through the demo, we have two user stories that we're going to keep in mind. The first one is that we're a spicy pie restaurant owner who's looking for ways to conserve energy and costs at a free locations throughout North Dakota. We're using the Energy Solutions portal to complete the audit process on our own. The second user story we're going to look at is the owner of RJ Energy Solutions, Russell, is using the application to track and review user audits and add additional recommendations to the audits. Now we're going to get into the demo. So we've already logged in here. This is going to be our user page, homepage, our Spicy Pie account. So this is what the user will see when they log in, and we can see that we've submitted 4 reports here. 2 of them have already been approved by RJ Energy Solutions, and 2 of them are currently in review. So you can see the date submitted, the facility, the location, and the status here. And we can also see all of our facilities, Spicy Pie restaurants, the different locations of those, and we can also delete if we choose to do that. Just a, and then getting into the facilities portion of the tab.
As the employee from Spicy Pie, I'm able to see all of the facilities saved there. And from here, we can edit the facilities or remove them completely. When we edit the facilities, we have access to edit the important information for those facilities. And that includes the years in business and the building age and the hours of operation. These are used for equations on the back end. You can also enter a new facility from this page, and this includes that same pertinent information, including the name, the address, and again, the building age, number of hours, and years of business. Once you've got your facilities created and are ready to go, you're able to then start a new report. In your report,
You're gonna have to select your location, if you have locations. We'll bring you to a page to enter your local energy costs. We've got some basic data to put in already for you. Then it will walk you through the, I guess, audit process. Starting in the entryway, couple things to check. Check whether there's a push barrier coming in, and if there's a heater, probably the page to do the equipment input with data on the data plates on the equipment. This is used to calculate the energy uses on the back end to display or be displayed on the board. We make our way through the audit. You'll have a page to add any additional equipment you feel is pertinent to track to the report. You'll also be able to review your assessment answers. If you may obviously jump back in and modify that. You're also able to modify your equipment you added before to decide to operate those. Once you submit your assessment, the report will be sent to the Energy Solutions to review.
Then the last big piece of our app is the reports feature. So we're gonna go over here to view our reports. This is the user page still. You can see that Logan just submitted right here. It's pending review. So you can go ahead and review our responses. But we're gonna jump into the admin view. So this is the admin side of the application. This is what Russell would see when he logs in. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is that he has this reports pending review table. So we can see these are all the reports that are waiting to be reviewed. And refresh this. So now you can click on the reports that Logan just submitted. This is going to show details such as the date submitted, the location, the status, and then the annual carbon footprint and the annual costs that were calculated based on the report for the audit. And then we can see all of the equipment that we have at the Spicy Pie restaurant. And then down here, we can see the recommendations that were automatically generated based on the responses in the audit. So pretending to be Russell, we can go ahead and make these recommendations if they don't apply. We can also add new recommendations. And then lastly, we can also add any additional notes or things that we want to find to one of the reports. And then once it's all reviewed and ready to go, we can click approve up here, and that'll show that RJ Energy approved the reports and the dates. And if we go back, we can see we have some approved reports here for different restaurants. And then one more time, jumping back to the user page, we can now see that our report is approved down here. You can see who approved it. So that's the last big piece of our app.
Some of the challenges that we face were generating the recommendations for the audit responses. We weren't sure how to go about this at first, and it took some research and collaboration, but in the end, we were able to work together and modify our legal statements to be conditional at these recommendations as the responses were submitted.
And then another big challenge we faced was just generally working on a team and finding ways to collaborate with one another. This was kind of this big project that we did not solo. So for me, I'm hypercritical of the work that I do, and it's hard to, be on these teams, questions, and be able to share my work. So that was a good learning opportunity in this project.
And to wrap this up, we wanted to offer our thanks to Lommel for believing in us and allowing us to work on this project. We want to thank EDA for this amazing learning opportunity, specifically Dave, Katie, and Jenna. And then finally, we want to thank our family and friends for supporting us during this life-altering learning course.
And we have our contact information here. Thank you.
excellent demo, nice work. Questions from the audience? Or if you've got a question on the internet, drop in the comments, we'll put this forward up. All right, going once, question. Cool, all right, so I'll kick it off. Let's see, here you go, did a really good job talking through the challenges, talking through the social, teamwork part of it. How about, what did you learn along the way that maybe was an assumption you made early on that impacts either scope or timeline or anything like that, or did you go swimmingly and no unexpected scope changes at all?
I don't think that we came across any sweeping scope changes. We had a couple of challenges, and but probably one of our bigger ones that we ran into was styling. None of us are experts in styling, so what we saw is the collaboration effort in borrowing from Russell's styling. What was your plan? And
Did you use a framework or did you guys come through and study those consistent
yeah, we
I was gonna say we use Louis mostly for our styling, so we use that for like the cards that you can see throughout the app, and where the reports are. And then on our report page, we use Louis as well for these cards, just to make them really nice.
All right, I love that. So, all right, yes, Sawyer.
If this was ever deployed to use live, is it gonna hook up with hardware, temperature reading, electrical equipment, or was there anything?
Sure, so Sawyer asks, are there future plans for sensor hardware integrations with any of their AD systems?
Yes, our client console uses a predictive diagnostics software where they put sensors on different pieces of equipment. And that'll alert the restaurant owner to know when their equipment might be failing. So this could potentially integrate with that in the future. It was out of our scope for what we know how to do, but in the future that could be done.
All right, yes. Go.
Curious if you can export to Excel?
Oh, the question is, can you export to Excel or plans for even data out of the system?
I would say if we had more time, we would love to do that and export to Excel. There's a few other features that we would upload photos for your reports or to. This is one we talked about early on and bounced around a few times. We're not sure what we're going to do, but the ability or the integration with machine learning or AI to give feedback and give recommendations is something we wanted to develop. So, well, yeah.
Thank you, and I'll pass it off to Troxell here if you'd like to any thoughts.
Yeah, they did a great job. Very good working with them. I was surprised at how quickly they were able to pick that up and put this together, which was great work. Thank you. The question was asked about applying hardware, those types of things. There's a customer on Main Street called Indigo Science. We put our sensors on Thursday. Yes, that's Thursday at 1:05. And by Friday, the next day at 1:05. These are average sensor and a temperature sensor. And what we're able to identify in that 24-hour period was a $3,000 savings from one rooftop unit at Indigo Science. And the thing that that they've been working on, that we have, is that $3,000 savings. People also bring the AI out saying this is why. There's a $3,000 that you do it. We also have where the fixes for that. And for Indigo Science, I can see that the program is not set up properly. And they've got an app that needs to be adjusted. It will take about 15 minutes to adjust. So that $3,000 is going to take them probably half hour to save that. And that's the type of information that's going to be relayed from our software hardware to people that are working on the product.